Evan Nixon is a certified life coach. Aided by his husband Kevin, his best friend Minxie, and his mentor Miss Erica of Miss Erica's Life Coaching Institute and Cross-Dressing Academy, Evan navigates a host of zany clients, all while trying to life coach his own journey. New York City. Madeline and her son Marco are on their way to see
Evan Nixon, certified life coach.
So, any nice young ladies in your life?
Mom.
Any nice young men in your life?
I like boobies.
So, a nice chubby boy in your life.
Moments later.
Tell me, Madeline, what is it that you hope to get from our work together?
I want my son Marco to feel confident coming out to me.
Is he gay?
As gay as the guy who played Sanford Blatch on Sex and the City.
He's not gay.
What? I thought I read that on a sign.
What sign?
The Jeffs are in the corner of the office holding a sign that says, "This one, we thought he was gay too." They flip the sign and it says, "You can't trust every sign you see." They flip the sign again and it says, like the movie, Signs, "We are not a fan of the M. Night Shyamalan twist."
Have they been here the whole time?
Just ignore them.
Marco is 17 and hasn't had a real relationship yet. In truth, I just want him to be happy whether he's gay or straight. Whatever he identifies as, I just want him to be able to tell me.
I've got an idea. Let's role play. I'll be your son.
Okay, Marco, would you rather be Ross from Friends or Will from Will and Grace?
Too obvious.
An actor on stage or a techie?
That's a little stereotypical.
Okay, see a football game or have sex with men.
And stop. Let's switch roles. Marco, you can say anything you want. What would you say to one of your friends?
Tanya told everyone that Remy R got her pregnant, but we all know she's been sleeping with half the football team. Besides, Remy R said he couldn't have gotten her pregnant because he suffers from adolescent erectile dysfunction brought on by seeing his grandmother naked.
And stop.
Tell me, how did it go when you told your parents?
We flash back to a dining room where college-aged Evan is at a table with his mother, father, and a young guy named Rich.
Rich, what are you majoring in?
Stop badgering him, Dad. You want to know what's happening here?
Besides an overly dramatic outburst?
I'm gay. I said, I'm gay.
Yes, dear, we heard you.
Anything else you'd like to tell us, son?
Rich here is my boyfriend.
Oh, I thought we were keeping things casual. I'm seeing like 4 people right now.
You're not my boyfriend? Damn it.
Evan jumps up from the table and runs down the hall.
This just got awkward.
Tom Cruise jumping on a couch awkward.
And back to the present.
It was fine. Question. Can you allow Marco to share his sexual orientation with you in his own way without pressuring him?
Of course. Marco, come meet Mommy's new life coach, Evan. He's going to help me help you figure out your sexuality.
Why are you doing everything I told you not to do?
Well, that's why I need a life coach.
Meanwhile, MDLL, later that afternoon, Nurse Nachtmerrie, in disguise, is standing at the receptionist's desk.
Hello, and welcome to MDLL, Men That Dress Like...
It's me, you dummkopf.
I'm sorry, but all white people look...
Where are the Ericas?
Ah, Nurse Nachtmerrie. Well, Miss Erica the Lion Tamer is teaching a workshop on proper whip techniques. I believe Miss Erica, the undocumented descendant of George Hamilton, is on blandcestry.com doing blah, 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 while Miss Erica, the contortionist, is putting together her audition tape for Cirque du So Oops, I Broke a Hip. And Miss Erica, the other one, said she would be in the spa all day.
But we don't have a spa.
I know. Anyway, Miss Erica, the insomniac, is over there actually sleeping. However, they are all scheduled to join Miss Erica, the magician's assistant, in the auditorium for a trust fall workshop in 5 minutes. Whew.
Excellent. I'll exact my revenge. I'll join them in the auditorium. They'll never know it was me.
You'll fit right in. I've always thought you looked like a man in a dress.
It's a warm Brooklyn night, and Evan and Kevin are having a romantic dinner outside.
We're ready for our desserts. Thanks for moving things around so we could have a date night.
Well, after all that MDLL nonsense, I thought we needed a night to reconnect.
Here are your desserts.
Well, 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 well.
You make me hate Wells more than baby Jessica.
Ah, an attempt at humor. Evan, may we talk?
I'm having dinner with my husband.
So you must be Kevin. Nice to meet you.
You heard my husband, pal. We're having dinner.
I meant no harm. I just wanted to see your reaction when I told you that Evan and I kissed last week.
What?
What?
Oh, snap. Wait till I tell Bryce.
Yes, last week after getting coffee. Evan, didn't you tell him? Isn't part of your job as a life coach to be completely honest?
Kevin, he's lying.
Evan, why is everything involving you so damned messy? I'm out of here.
Oh, scandalicious. Also, this dessert is delicious.
I wanted to take that to go.
Girl, you got bigger things to worry about.
Back at MDLL, Miss Erica, the magician's assistant, is standing in front of the other Miss Ericas. Miss Erica, the other one, the one that we started with, anyway, that one is hiding behind a potted plant.
Hello, and welcome to Do Trust Falls Actually Build Trust? The long and complicated history of falling into a stranger's arms. This presentation is brought to you by Patch, people afraid to catch humans.
I left a room full of women with whips for this.
Is this the Trustfall workshop?
And you are?
Guten Abend. My name is Ima Snoop.
Your accent sounds familiar. Where are you from?
New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Well, welcome, Ima. I'm just starting. Now, ladies, in my experience, if you don't catch someone, they tend to not trust you.
I dropped my stupid sister, Linda Hamilton, on her head when she was 5. Really messed her up.
My goodness, what happened to her?
She became an accountant. She even does my taxes every year. Still dumb as a box of hair.
Idea!
Oh, that's probably why I always get audited.
Ladies, can we focus? It takes a great deal of vulnerability to close your eyes, fold your arms, and fall back into a group of strangers.
Orgies are the worst.
Would anyone like to try?
I would.
I feel like I know you. What part of New Brunswick?
The part where people get shanked for asking too many questions.
Well, come on up, Ima. Gather round, ladies. Time to catch our new sister.
I've already dropped one sister. I'll sit this one out.
I have weak bones in my arms, and she looks a little too, as we say in the South, fat.
And I really should get back to those ladies holding those whips. It's either going horribly wrong or, let's face it, it's going horribly wrong.
Miss Erica, the magician's assistant, looks at Miss Erica, the insomniac, who is awake.
Well, you all are just terrible. Don't worry, Ima. I'm going to catch you. Now close your eyes and fold your arms.
Trustful!
You didn't count to 3!
Looks like she's blacked out.
Worst orgy ever.
And on the front stoop of the home of Evan and Kevin. You really know how to ruin a date night, fool.
I'm tired, Patty. Can you pass your imaginary judgment on someone else? Minxie?
My friend Armando heard from his friend Bryce that his friend Will was waiting tables for an interracial gay couple in Brooklyn when a man walked up and said that he had kissed the black guy. I came here immediately. Now, what in the Paula Poundstone happened? Did you kiss Dr. Grant?
Girl, no.
Because you got caught, fool.
Hush, Patty.
Seeing Patty again?
Yes, Mr. Caruso.
Well, please keep it down. I'm trying to enjoy How the Grinch Stole Christmas and not the Jim Carrey one. Jim Carrey. Ever since The Majestic, just been a complete letdown. Jim Carrey. Yeah. Real liar, that's for sure. Lying about being a good actor. Jim Carrey.
But it's July.
People celebrate Christmas in July, Evan.
All I need is some chloroform, a dozen autographed photos of Dolly Parton, and
50% of marriages
Quiet, Patty.
Keep it down out there. I can't hear the who's.
ending divorce in the U.S. alone. And
Shut up, Patty.
Wait, she can hear me?
Yeah, that's it. I'm ruining everybody's Christmas.
And Mr. Caruso did ruin Christmas for everyone. But that's a story for another time. Speaking of ruining things...
Quiet. They're coming.
Let's hide behind that plant.
Get your big feet off my delicate toes.
Hush.
Elka, have you ordered the medication to be placed in the punch?
You still plan to hurt Erica's?
That's always been the plan. I will exact my revenge. I shan't be caught.
Shan't?
It's the word of the day on my word of the day calendar. I have gained their trust, and they'll have no idea they are being double-crossed. Oops, I peed a little. I'll be right back. I shan't be long.
I can't believe she tricked us.
I can't believe she said shan't.
I can't believe she doesn't have better pee control.
I thought she was going to be my new best friend. I'm hurt. She has no idea that you have idea.
We're going to have to double-cross the double-crosser. Let's meet in my room after tonight's jitterbug for juvenile jaundice.
I heard they were changing it to the giddy-up with gallstones.
You are both wrong. It's going to be called breakdance for blood clots. Now, we must inform Miss Erica, the other one.
Unbeknownst to the Miss Ericas, Nurse Nachtmerrie was secretly watching them. She rushes off. Unbeknownst to Nurse Nachtmerrie, Miss Erica, the other one, was watching her, watching them. She's watching the Miss Ericas, right? Yes, I'm just trying to keep it straight. There are a lot of Ericas. You know what? I need a break. Let's just go to the theme music. And in a park in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, Madeline and Evan are crouched behind a bunch of bushes.
Look at him over there.
I'm uncomfortable spying on your son. Especially with that homeless dude over there staring at me.
I wanna eat you with a spoon. But first, I need a spoon. Hey, you got a spoon?
I want my son to trust me. What better way to do that than to secretly watch everything he's doing and then casually bring it up during bath time?
Beth, say what now? Look, if you want Marco to trust you, what about setting up a situation where he feels comfortable to share? Perhaps once a day, like over dinner.
Idea!
I'm having an aha moment. I've got to give my possibly gay, possibly straight 17-year-old son some space to process his feelings.
Mom, what are you doing here?
I wanted to tell you that
Madeline, tell him the truth.
my life coach Evan and I are having a secret love affair.
Nope, nowhere near the truth. Also, he knows I'm married to a man.
You're what?
Madeline, what the hell?
Sorry about that. Don't ever call me again. I think this is going very well, don't you?
No, it's not going well, Madeline.
The dance at MDLL is in full swing.
They changed the name of the dance. It's called the Robot for Ringworm.
Nurse Nachtmerrie, disguised as Ima, the pharmacist, and Elka are all standing together. Do we remember the plan, Lion Tamer?
I wheel the sleeping insomniac over towards the group. I cozy up next to Nurse Nachtmerrie, serving as a distraction. Then contortionist comes over.
I whisper to the pharmacist that I'm the very flexible dominatrix his friends ordered and say he must leave everything, including his briefcase, and come with me immediately. Then magician's assistant works her so-called magic.
I grab the briefcase and switch out the sleep-inducing drug for saline solution, then magically vanish.
Girl, no one needs you to vanish. That's not part
I've got
of
a show next week and I need to practice.
Keep it down. Go on.
Magician's assistant hands me the sleep-inducing solution, and I inject it into Nurse Nachtmerrie.
Right. Then I swoop in and catch the nurse with the help of Elka, move Insomniac to an open chair, and Nachtmerrie into Miss Erica the Insomniac's now empty wheelchair. We wheel her out of the dance and into my room.
I then meet you in the room after leaving the pharmacist tied up in the broom closet. Again. Wait, what ridiculous nonsense name have they changed on the sign? Lambada for lockjaw. Ooh, I might come back for that.
Who keeps moving me from room to room?
How could anything go wrong?
Back at Evan and Kevin's.
I'm not in the mood to talk right now.
I hear you saying you don't want to talk right now.
So why do I have a feeling that we're going to talk right now?
Because you are smart and intuitive. I can't imagine a better husband than you.
If I'm so great, then why were you flirting with that Dr. Grant?
I guess I have some emotional residue.
Emotional residue? Oh, yes, the life coach speak again.
Life coaching has been incredibly helpful in me understanding myself. I thought you supported that.
I've supported everything. Your transition to life coach, your brief stint as a Buddhist monk.
It was really hard to be quiet all the time.
Oh, and let's not forget your disastrous fashion show featuring feline harnesses called Catwalk Catwalk.
A lot of people got scratched. Kevin, I'm really sorry. You know I love you. Kevin, come back!
After a subway ride, another subway ride, an Uber ride because the subway just suddenly stopped running, another Uber ride because the first Uber driver was driving like he was at the Indy 500 and Kevin felt unsafe, and finally walking 3 blocks in the wrong direction, then having to turn around and go back in the correct direction, Kevin arrives at Dr. Grant's office.
Where are you? And don't try hiding, because after attempting to travel around this damn city, I am really irritated.
Let's go inside and talk.
Oh God, what am I doing here? I gotta hide.
I'm really looking forward to figuring out how to tell Ronald that I'm leaving him for our parakeet.
Dr. Grant, we need to talk.
Evan, where'd you come from? Look, I'm with
Why are you trying to sabotage my relationship with Kevin?
I was doing you a favor. You're clearly conflicted about your feelings, and I just wanted to...
straight, Marjorie. You probably didn't know this, but Kevin is the only man to tick off the sexy, funny, smart, passionate, loving, and kind boxes by which I measure every guy I have ever dated.
Why did you just call me Marjorie?
You also probably didn't know, Marjorie, that when several of my exes got word of my impending nuptials to Kevin, they openly wept, promptly sought therapy, and are now living well-adjusted lives. Except for Daniel, who was never right in the head to begin with.
Can we talk about this at a later...
Furthermore, Marjorie...
Who is Marjorie?
Kevin is the only man who loves me no matter what. That man supports my hopes and dreams and shenanigans. And when we declared our love for each other, people from all walks of life, gay, straight, liberal, conservative, black, white, gluten-free, all leapt to their feet cheering for 12.5 minutes of uninterrupted applause. And that day, Marjorie, just so you will know, and your children will someday know, was the inspiration for not 1, not 2, but 3, count them 3 2017 covers of the George Benson classic, The Greatest Love of All.
You go, girl!
I didn't know.
Well, now you do. Now get out.
But this is my...
I said out!
Okay, I'll leave.
Hi, I'm going to marry my bird.
Meanwhile, in the room of Miss Erica, the undocumented descendant of film star George Hamilton.
Why am I tied to this wheelchair?
So that I can keep watch over you, so don't try any funny business. Nothing gets past my...
Caw! Caw! Elka, quick, untie me.
Are we sure we are doing the right thing?
Don't tell me you are getting cold feet.
I am. Shocks have hole in them.
Aha!
Black Panther!
Miss Erica, what are you doing here?
I was spying on you and the Ericas. However, the best question is, why are you helping this horrible human being?
I'm not all bad. I rescued a family of birds today. Ooh, I forgot to crack a window. You're right. I might be terrible.
Elka, the Ericas trusted you. Are you willing to throw all of that away?
Yeesh.
Why?
Because I have so much dirt on her. If she doesn't do exactly as I say, I will alert the people for the ethical hugging of goats of her whereabouts. And we know how cruel they can be. Look how they destroyed the marriage of Long Island medium Teresa Caputo. Although you'd think she would have seen that coming.
Elka, have no choice.
Elka! Schnell!
My sharp eagle eye. Where's Nurse Nachtmerrie? Why is Miss Erica on the floor shaking? Well, whose dumb idea was it to leave me alone with her anyway?
Early the next morning,
Marco, how does it make you feel when your mom tries to talk to you about your sexual orientation?
Salty.
Okay, Madeline, why do you want Marco to identify his sexuality?
Lorna Livingston's daughter came out as trans and our community embraced her. They brought her cakes. Cakes!
She's so extra.
I want Marco to feel that he can be himself and that people will support him, and yes, sometimes with cakes. Also, I want to make certain that when he wants to talk, he knows I'm right here. I mean, like, right on top of him. So much so that he considers getting a restraining order.
Already have one.
Marco, how do you feel when you hear your mother say this?
I feel like I can't have a single moment to sort out all of these raging emotions.
He's about to come out.
I'm not sure that's what's happening.
But the one thing I now know is that I...
Tell Mama.
am straight.
M. Night Shyamalan twist.
the Jeffs are in the corner holding a sign that says, "Great, another straight white guy."
But how am I going to throw my son the best gay wedding ever?
Mom, when I get married to my future wife, you can still treat it like a normal gay wedding.
With doves?
Yes.
And a surly door person who may or may not let people in?
Yes.
And you promise to make out with one or two of the go-go boys in attendance?
Mom!
Give Mama a hug. I love you.
You're hurting me.
Love hurts, dear.
Mom, will you please stop spying on me?
I promise that you will never know that I am spying on you.
Mom!
Okay, I promise.
Dope. I'll wait for you at the elevator.
Madeline, I'm very proud of you.
Wonderful. Now, next week, can we talk about how to remove the tracker I had placed inside of him?
And that's why you need a life coach.
Hi.
Hi.
That was quite the speech you gave in Dr. Grant's office last night. I may have been hiding behind his door.
You were?
Yeah. I'm really, really sorry for everything I said.
I'm sorry for feeling salty when you threw shade. It was totes awk.
What did we say about you trying to use slang?
It's like self-checkout at CVS. It never works.
I can't believe we have to meet Dr. Grant in this dark alley. It's him. Papa!
I'm glad to see your escape plan worked.
Elka double-crossed the Miss Ericas.
Drag queens were fooled.
And did you sabotage the relationship of Evan Nixon?
He'll be so distracted with repairing his relationship that it will give us plenty of time to move our plan forward. Now, I must away.
Elka, you know what you need. to make acquaintance with a Black Forest chocolate tart.
Is that a dessert or a person?
Depends on the night. Oops, I peed again. I have to go.
Miss Erika descending from the fire escape via a rope. Impressive entrance. Do you think Nurse Nachtmerrie suspects you've been following her all day?
No, and I haven't been that invisible since I played Knight in my first grade school play. Damn you, Mrs. White! Do you think she suspects that you've double-crossed her?
I don't think so. Also, sorry I had to taser you.
Oh, it's okay. It reminded me of my first date with Harold.
This ends episode 5 of The Coach. The Coach, episode 5, Trust, is written by Eric McKeever and stars Bernard Holcomb as Evan Nixon, Hannah Spearman as Nurse Nachtmerrie, Samus Haddad as Kevin Russell, Adrian Danrich as Miss Erica, Evan's mother, and the homeless guy, Eric Gerson as Dr. Grant, Rich, and Mr. Caruso, Stacy Dove as Minxie, Sim Young Ying as Madeline and Miss Erica the Insomniac, Blake Friedman as Marco and Miss Erica the undocumented descendant of George Hamilton, Kabiria Jacobson as Elka and Miss Erica the magician's assistant, Henry O'Neill as Evan's father, Will the waiter, and Miss Erica the contortionist, Hallie Gilbert as Miss Erica the lion tamer, Jenny Lee Mitchell as the receptionist and Eloise, and Eric McKeever as the narrator and Patty. Adrian Danrich, Stacy Dove, Eric Gerson, Jenny Lee Mitchell, and Hannah Spearman are the story editors. Keller Mickle is the creative consultant. The Coach is produced and directed by Elm Tree Singer Productions. Thank you so much for listening.